Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a really fun video for you and I'm going to be doing a first impression review, trying out a bunch of the new products that were sent to me in my last unboxing video. If you missed that, you can go and click that little eye in the corner right now. I'll have it linked. I thought I would just go back and pick out some of the things that really intrigued me in there and try them out for you, do a whole look using all those new products and give you my first impressions. So yeah, we've got a ton of products to try out, very exciting. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and also give this video a thumbs up. It takes you 1 second. I appreciate it very much, and let's get started. All right, so the first product that I'm going to review or that I'm going to test out is this primer by Too Faced. This is the Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. Now this is a silicone-free primer. Now this one feels like quite moisturizing as well. I think it does kind of make the skin maybe a little bit sticky, so maybe that helps to like have the foundation kind of grab onto it. Then I'm going to use this foundation by Makeup Forever. This is the Water Blend Foundation. I think tried it once now because they sent it to me and I really like this. It's a face and body foundation. It's supposed to be also waterproof, so it's something that you could wear to the pool or wear to the beach if you're self-conscious about that. I also want to test out this product. Now this wasn't sent to me, but I bought this recently at the drugstore because we just recently got Gosh here in Switzerland. So this is the Gosh Lumi Drops. This is an illuminating highlighter. Kind of reminds me of the MAC Luster Drops. It's like exact same packaging with that very thin nozzle at the top. So what I'm going to do is add just a few drops of this into the foundation just to kind of give me an overall like dewy glow. Or maybe just like 1 or 2 little globs. Now I didn't add like too much, so I don't think it should change the texture or anything. This is actually a brush by NYX and it's the number 03. Now the Water Blend Foundation is kind of a light coverage. I have nice skin. I mean, I'm not trying to say that to be like, oh, look at me, my skin is awesome, but I don't have like blemishes and I feel like I take really good care of my skin. So honestly, if you have pretty good skin, why do you need a super heavy duty coverage foundation, especially in the summertime? Like that can feel really heavy. I think this might be kind of my go-to summer foundation, to be honest, because it just feels light as air. It just evens out my skin. For videos, I tend to use a bit more like high coverage foundations just because it tends to look good, really good on film and for pictures and stuff. In my day-to-day life, I don't really like these very heavy full coverage foundations because I just don't need it. And you can always use like a light foundation if you have nice skin and then just use concealer on the areas that you want nice coverage. So now I haven't put this foundation to the test, like if it is indeed waterproof or not. It's not exactly pool season here yet. It's still quite cold. If you're into lighter coverage, and especially if you're into something like the cushion foundations, honestly look into this one because this is 50 milliliters. That's quite a lot of product. The usual standard size for liquid foundations is 30 milliliters, so this is 50. When I compare it to something like this, the cushion foundation, which has almost like a similar type of finish, very light and natural looking, this I think only has 14.5 grams. I mean, it's not measured the same, but this is obviously a lot less product because it's really just that cushion that they soak in product versus this where you're getting like a full bottle, and 50 mils, that's a lot. It looks so nice. It looks like so glowy and dewy. It doesn't cover everything up. I mean, you can still see like a little bit of redness here and stuff and a little bit of freckles down my nose, but I think it's like just evened out my skin tone a little bit. So the next product that I actually want to try is this concealer by Catrice. This was not in my unboxing, but I thought I'd throw it in here anyway. I just picked this up and I've heard good things about it. This is the Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I have tried out the pot concealer by Catrice, like they have one that's in a pot. I didn't like that one at all. I felt it was just very thick and cakey looking. It just looked very cakey and it really aged me. Okay, it's going on like really nice and smoothly. Gonna put just a little bit down my nose because I just have freckles there. They don't have a huge variety of colors. I think they only had like 3 colors here. So I wanted one that's a little bit more pink tone because then that covers up the blue circles because I don't feel like it really corrected it. Let's do just a little bit more. Just gonna put a little bit here on my cheeks where I have some redness. Let's see, this should probably correct that pretty well because, okay. I'm just gonna ignore that phone call. I don't know if you guys can hear it even. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD powder. This was also a recent send out that they sent to me, and I actually do really like this powder. It's perfect for setting and mattifying and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna use a small brush. This is actually a vegan brush by The Body Shop. So I actually wanted to test out this brush. This is the Kiko, I don't know what this is called. I think like a face brush. It's like a big round, very thick, kind of like a kabuki brush. This is coming out with their summer collection, the Summer 2.0. And this brush is so soft. I just wanted to try it out. So I'm just gonna use it down here because I wanna apply some contour. This brush is so incredibly soft. It is synthetic bristles. I'm gonna go in with a product that was sent, not in the last unboxing, but the one before, the Clarins Palette Contour Visage. It's supposed to be a highlight, a contour, and a blush. Also, this highlighter is a matte or like a satin highlighter. It's not very shimmery, which is, I don't wanna do that in this look. I'm gonna go ahead and see how this contour powder works. Let's just see. I'm gonna start here. Okay, see, this is like so warm on me. This just doesn't work as a contour on me because it is so orangey. Because a contour is supposed to look like a shadow, and a shadow on me usually looks a bit more grayish. The quality of the powder is really nice, but it's just the wrong shade. It almost has like a red undertone. I'm not digging that, to be honest, just because the shade is just off for me. But neither the highlight or the contour work for me, so I'd only be able to use this product in this whole palette. So that's a little bit unfortunate because this highlight is not light enough for me. This doesn't work for me, unfortunately. It's such a beautiful palette. I really wanted to use this and to like love it, but it's just too orangey on me. So now I've kind of like ruined already this base, compensate by kind of doing like a bronzy look. So I'm gonna try out this giant bronzer, which was sent to me by Kiko. This is the Summer 2.0 Baked Bronzer in 01 Sun Celebration Honey. This is huge. You get 20 grams of product. See if I can just turn this into a bronzy look, because that contour definitely didn't work for me. Okay, now the thing is I can't tell what's like the weird contour and what's the bronzer. But what I'm noticing is there's quite a bit of like powder coming off, like it's kind of dusty. So you have to like swirl your brush, but then knock some of it off, because otherwise you're gonna get like way too much product. Okay, I think the bronzer is actually nice. Like I think honestly the weirdness is just coming from that orangey contour. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and use a highlighter, and I'm using one by Makeup Geek, and this is called Luster. It looks quite dark in the pan, but when I swatched it, it swatched a lot lighter than in here. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Like this is really pretty. This is a lot of highlighter. So I only used a tiny amount, but the glow on this is really good. This is nice. What do you guys think of that? Like look how much glow is coming forth. I really like the highlighter. I think it's really nice quality, and the shimmer on this is really, it's a high shimmer highlighter. If you want a subtle highlighter, this is probably not the one to go for. For the cheeks, of course, I have to try one of the new baked blushes, also by Kiko. This is with that same Summer 2.0 collection. Kind of deciding between these two. This one is Natural Beach 01, and this one is Red Sunset 03. I'm feeling adventurous. Let's do the brighter coral shade, just because I think it would go really nicely. It's my MAC 187 brush. There's so much powder coming off when I do that, so I kind of wish that that wasn't the case, but the color is really nice. But like there's a ton of powder coming off. Why? Last year it wasn't like this. I actually do quite like that. Let me just blend this all together. Actually, I'm gonna use this kabuki brush just to blend. That definitely works. So for the eyeshadow base, I'm just gonna go ahead and use an old favorite. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, so this isn't like new, but I'm gonna use this one because I want to use the Too Faced, the Peach palette, which I was sent a while back and I haven't done a tutorial with it, but I've actually been using it quite a bit. I'm just gonna do like a super basic look. I'm not trying to get all crazy fancy eye tutorial here. Like I have honestly not even really used these darker shades in this palette. I've used a lot of the peachy neutral shades and some of the brown tones. Yeah, these eyeshadows are really good. Like I honestly think that the Too Faced palettes are like the bigger palettes, like the chocolate bar, and these ones are just such nice quality. The only thing that I'm kind of missing in this palette, the Sweet Peach, is a very light matte transition shade, because the closest thing to a matte transition shade would be this one, but it's like very warm toned. When I do use this palette, I always have to pull this out, the V's Art Neutral Matte, because I have to use a transition shade if I don't want to go for something like super warm tone. Like this whole palette is pretty much warm toned. Even the purples in there, there's a couple purples, they're very warm toned. For liner today, I'm gonna be trying out this eyeliner by Marc Jacobs. This is in a black color. Now, usually with a look like this, I probably wouldn't even, like maybe I wouldn't even wear liner, or if I would, like I would probably go for a brown, but I wanted to try this out, is that there's a sharpener on the end, which you can use to, I think like you place it on the top and then you turn the pencil. I think that's how it works. But it's really nice and black. I think this is meant to be used kind of like a smudgy liner. The tip is not super precise. I know you could sharpen it, but the tip is kind of rounded. This pencil sets really quickly. It's almost a little bit hard to smudge it, but it is a pencil that sets, so that's good. This is looking pretty harsh. I almost never wear black liner anymore. You know what, I'm just gonna go over with a little bit of eyeshadow. Oh, it's really set. Like I don't think that liner is going anywhere. Like that thing is staying put. So I'm just gonna apply mascara, and I'm gonna try out this one. This is the Benefit They're Real. It's kind of a spiky wand, and the spikes go all around the top of the wand as well. I always find these like spiky ones, I tend to like poke myself. Okay, it's definitely separating the lashes really nicely. Absolutely no clumping. I'm not having a wow effect right now. I mean, they're nice. It's not thickening or making them look more luscious. Oh yeah, the second coat is adding a lot of drama. It's very nice for separating the lashes, and you can really get into the very inner corner with the tips of those spikes. For the lower lashes, I actually wanted to try a different mascara. This is from the Kiko 2.0 Summer Collection. It's so skinny. It's like the under lashes, you can really get in there. It's definitely nice and thin, like I can get in there, but I feel like it's not really grabbing the hair. Okay, I feel like that mascara was actually really good to apply on the lower lashes, because I can feel like I can get into the very last hair here easily without smudging too much. All right, so for the lips, I definitely want to do something bright and fun for summer, because everything else is kind of very neutral. So I'm going to use a couple of the new products by Makeup Geek Cosmetics, and I think I'm going to try out the Plush Cream in Free Spirit. I think the color is really nice. It's like a orangey, kind of like a sienna, burnt orangey, bright color. This applicator wand is really thick somehow. I feel like the wand is kind of thick and not very flexible. Never had like a liquid lipstick with a wand like this. It feels very stiff. Probably can't see it on camera, but here at the edge, it seems to have accumulated a little bit more product just because that's the edge of the wand. But I don't know if that's gonna like dry down, because that kind of looks weird now because there's like more product here. Okay, that removed way too much product. I think I have to go back in with a little bit more, because I think I removed most of it now. Yeah, these ones don't really dry down. So if you want one that really dries down, I think the Plush mattes are the ones that dry. Is it just me, or is this thing already starting to feather? It would look better with a lip pencil, because it's already starting to like feather and stuff on the outer corner. I don't quite know what to make of this product, to be honest. I feel like it's not looking very precise. I don't know, maybe it's the wand, maybe it's the actual product. I'm gonna try some of this foiled gloss on top. This is the foiled lip gloss, also by Makeup Geek, and it's called Replay. I love the color combo of that orange underneath and then the foiled lip gloss, but I honestly feel like this would have looked a lot better with a lip liner, because I have a feeling like this is totally gonna bleed. There's no taste like at all. Like I can't taste any flavoring either. You know, I think that's actually something positive. I don't always like to have a lip gloss that tastes really strong like something, so there's no flavoring and there's no disgusting aftertaste or anything. Okay, so the last product that I'm gonna try out in this video is this one by Kiko, and this is the Tropic Heat Primer and Fixer. The mist in this is super fine. Fruity coconut or something. All right, so let's sum up. Obviously, I think this whole look turned out pretty nice. Like there's nothing in here that I absolutely hate. You know, I would definitely tell you guys this is not about just me like, oh, I can't say anything negative or whatever, because you guys know I always tell you. Obviously this palette by Clarins or by Clarins, the highlighting and contouring palette, this just doesn't work on me. So unless you fit this exact skin tone, which this palette is meant for, then this is like kind of a miss for me because this was just very orangey, and this highlighter is neither shimmery nor is it light enough for me, so I could really only use a blush. The blush is nice, but you know, I'm not gonna keep a palette with 3 products in where 2 of them don't work for me. So unfortunately, this was a pass for me. Also, the lip products by Makeup Geek, I'm gonna have to play around with them a bit more. My first impression wasn't that crazy, like it's already starting to feather and it's only been a few minutes. Like here it's feathering and stuff, so I have to maybe play around with those a little bit more before I can make a final review of them, but I'm not wowed. Maybe this would have worked out much better if I'd used a lip liner with it, but because, you know, they're supposed to be sort of more like liquid lipsticks, I thought that they would be a bit better lasting without feathering. But everything else worked out pretty good. Like I'm pretty impressed with everything else. Maybe the concealer, maybe I might not reach for that a whole lot more because I just have better concealers in my collection, but you know, for a drugstore concealer, why not? So let me know which product that you think performed the best. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. So take care, everyone. Bye.